What will people think? That is one question that has derailed countless destinies, crushed countless dreams, and caused many to live far beneath their true potential. If there is one thing that I have learned over the past few years, it's that you need to stop giving a shit about people who love to talk shit about you. Because what you're doing is you're giving all your power away to them. People who don't even know you, yet feel the need to judge you, and people who do know you, yet love to throw shade at you. I'm sure that we all have been in situations where we have received judgment from our friends and family, and even those we barely know, for something that we did or said, and sometimes for things we didn't even do or say. I know I've faced this multiple times while I was choosing a life for myself that was not very typical. That was not what everyone expected from me. But guess what? I still continue to choose that life for myself without really caring about what people have to say about it. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Tea Talks Truth. And today, I want to talk about how we get carried away by what people think of us, that we actually completely get off track. And then I'm going to give you some tips and tricks on how to change this before it comes bite you in the caring about other people's opinions makes us empathetic, compassionate, and we are able to form friendships. In fact, other people's opinions and perceptions often lead to joy, empathy, compassion, and deeper connections. So, when we ask how to not care about what people think, what we are really asking is how to better manage those thoughts and feelings. Just a backstory to all of this. When I started creating YouTube videos and doing some other projects on the side that were actually related to social media, I had people talking about me, mostly not the best things. So I'm 29 and I'm unmarried. I've been living away from home for years now. There is a reason why I did that in the first place. I never felt like I belonged there. Maybe I was too different for the society I was raised in. My family has always been supportive, but you know how people love to talk about everything you do, even though it's none of their business. Yeah, so that was happening and happening again and again for various different reasons. That is actually why I decided to move to a place where I could live my life in peace on my own terms, to find an escape to this question that everyone loves: what will people think? Without knowing that it's not something you can escape, but something you fight head on. I just feel it's sad how it's the 21st century and yet being your own person and choosing a different life for yourself is still a taboo. If you find yourself being affected by this, no matter how much you try not to be, I get it. And maybe moving away is not even an option for you like it was for me. And I totally understand that. That's why we are here today watching this video. But before I tell you how I overcame this fear of what others think of me, let me ask you something. Have you ever thought about why we care so much about what people think of us? Like why a random comment from someone can stay stuck in our head all day long, or why we hesitate to do something that we really want to do. It's not just you, it's not just me, it's all of us, and there is actually a reason for it. From the beginning of time, human beings have survived in groups. Being accepted by others was not about popularity, it was about safety. If your tribe did not like you, they could literally kick you out, and out there was alone, and survival was tough. So our brains developed this deep need to be accepted, to fit in, to be liked. It was more of a survival tool, I'd say. And now, fast forward to today. There is no tribe hunting in the forest, but that wiring in our brain, it's still there. That fear of judgment, it's still there. It's like we have evolved in every other way except emotionally. So when someone criticizes us or doesn't approve, it feels like a threat, even when it's not really a threat. Society has conditioned us to shrink ourselves to fit into a version of us that they like. That's why we second guess our choices. We keep quiet. We people please, and little by little, we lose ourselves in the process. I want you to stop doing that, not because I said so, but because that's not why you're here. That's not how you are supposed to do life. That is definitely not what God wants for you. What I'm about to share with you next is what you need to be doing instead. First of all, you need to make sure that you practice what you preach. And by this, I mean, don't judge other people when you don't know their story. Don't spread hate in the name of opinion. Be the change you want to see in others, and learn to accept people for who they are and that they do what they know to be the best thing to do. You know what I mean? So just try to hold space for other people, not for judgment. Next, you need to get to know yourself better. Try to understand who you really are, why you do the things that you do, what makes you you, and then accept yourself for that version of you without having to be someone you're not just to try to fit in. It won't be easy in the beginning. It never is easy when we have always felt the pressure to show up a certain way, to feel loved, and to feel accepted. But this will actually help you gain more confidence in yourself, raise your vibration, and eventually attract the people who actually deserve to be a part of your life, which is your tribe. This also means that the people who are not supposed to be there will drift away. Anyways, it's a win win situation. Also, you need to stop trying to find that validation, a sense of self esteem based on how others think of you. It's something you will have to find deep within yourself first. The moment you learn to be okay with who you are and the way you do life, all the decisions you make, like in my case, it was moving away from home. This could mean different things to different people, whether it's pursuing a degree when you're 50, changing careers, which is often considered risky, or deciding not to get married when everyone else wants you to get married. Anything that makes sense to you. That's when things change. That's when you align with your true self. Another very important thing, the main thing here, is to come to peace with the fact that people are going to talk about you, judge you anyway. No matter what you do, there will always be someone who has things to say, who has big opinions about you. There is a different kind of peace in knowing that you literally cannot control someone else's reaction to the way you do things. And most of the time, people are projecting their own belief system on you, and this has absolutely nothing to do with you. Or perhaps they want to be in your place, and talking about you makes them feel better about their own life and their own choices.
But here's the thing, my love, none of it matters. That's actually their issue to deal with in the first place. So why not just send them love and be unbothered? What matters is how you love yourself, your intentions towards your own life and towards others, and the way you show up in this world. That's what you can control and nothing else. The words that come out of other people's mouths should change absolutely nothing for you. And this is not about always disagreeing with what others have to say. about everything, but rather about having the courage to develop your own belief system in a world that constantly demands that you conform to their belief system. So be your own person, stand alone if you have to. Creating a life that you want is already a big task. You don't need that extra pressure of trying to please other people and always catering other people's needs, thinking about what they think of you and all that you do. You have no idea what triggers them to feel the way they feel about you. And honestly, you don't even need to know. It's not important, trust me. Life is so much better without all the stress of having to seek that external validation. I can assure you that, okay? And also, if you're not ready to be talked about and to be criticized, then you are basically not ready to be successful. Because what stands in the way of so many people who cannot seem to achieve the success that they crave for is their refusal to be criticized. Unless you do absolutely nothing, you will be talked about. Most of the time, it's going to be unflattering. So just be okay with it, because it doesn't matter. It does not matter. This also means that you are doing something that's making other people talk. So don't fear criticism. As a matter of fact, you should welcome it and celebrate it as a sign that you are making a difference, that you are making progress, that you are doing something right. So just do what you love. Do what truly resonates with you and your journey, even if that means people not understanding it. It doesn't have to make sense to anyone but to you. And there is nothing wrong or selfish in minding your own business and focusing on yourself. So do not let the world make you think otherwise. Because the truth is that you owe yourself the life that you keep dreaming about, not the version that pleases other people, not the version that other people want you to be, the version that plays small to keep other people comfortable. No, be your own version. So go live your life loudly, freely, unapologetically, and let them talk. Because when you stop caring about what others think, that's when you start living your life. So thank you so much for watching this. If this resonated with you, do not forget to hit the subscribe button and also share your stories in the comments. Let's build a safe space together by being there and by holding space for each other. Sending you all so much love and light.